Tell me why every time Hollywood tries to sell us a perfect friendship, it ends up looking like a Netflix horror story in disguise. Because baby, Emma Myers just pulled the plug on her ride-or-die bond with Jenna Ortega. And the tea he spilled makes the Addams Family reunion look like a kindergarten picnic. Now, don't sit there acting shocked. You've seen the fake smiles on red carpets, the suspicious body language in interviews, and those shady unfollows that scream louder than any press release ever could. So ask yourself this: if Emma and Jenna were the poster kids for Gen Z sisterhood, why is he suddenly treating her like last season's PR stunt? Rumors are already spiraling. Secret text messages, diva meltdowns, shady contracts, and oh yeah, that one viral clip Emma allegedly begged Netflix to delete. But guess what? The internet never forgets, and neither do we. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear isn't the glossy PR story. No, this is the raw, messy, scandal-soaked breakdown of why Emma Myers couldn't stand Jenna Ortega anymore. And trust me, once you hear it, you'll never look at Wednesday the same way again. You know what they don't teach you in Hollywood 101. That fame is basically a group project where one person does all the work and the other takes all the credit. And according to insiders, that's exactly how Emma Myers started to feel about her bestie Jenna Ortega. Oh yes, what we thought was a heartwarming sisterhood on screen was, behind closed doors, more like an exhausting competition filled with shade, silence, and sabotage. Let's rewind. When Wednesday first dropped on Netflix, fans thought they were witnessing the birth of a legendary duo: Jenna, the brooding queen of deadpan stares, and Emma, the bubbly, supportive sidekick who brought balance to the chaos. Social media crowned them the new BFFs of Hollywood, the kind you just knew would share matching tattoos and inside jokes for years. But spoiler alert, Hollywood friendships have the shelf life of a carton of milk left in the sun. Because while Jenna's star was shooting into superstardom hosting SNL, landing horror movie roles, becoming the new it girl, Emma started noticing something strange. Her spotlight shrinking, her interviews cut short, her questions redirected to Jenna. It was like Emma wasn't a co-star anymore. She was an accessory to Jenna's brand. And if there's one thing worse than being ignored in Hollywood, it's being branded as the plus one to someone else's fame. And here's where it gets spicy. Multiple insiders claim Emma tried to play the supportive friend card at first. She clapped, she smiled, she posted the wholesome selfies. But behind the scenes, she allegedly started keeping receipts. We're talking screenshots of diva behavior, clips of Jenna accidentally cutting her off in interviews, and even whispers that Emma's team was quietly frustrated that Jenna was monopolizing the narrative of Wednesday. Fans started to catch on to. Remember that viral panel where Emma made a joke and Jenna didn't even crack a smile? The clip racked up millions of views with comments like, "Girl, blink twice if you need help," and "Jenna is giving mean girl energy." Now, was Jenna deliberately trying to overshadow Emma? Or was it just the natural hierarchy of Hollywood where one star always outshines the other? That's the million-dollar question, and Emma apparently got tired of waiting for an answer. Sources claim she started pulling away, skipping hangouts, and allegedly even refusing to tag Jenna in posts where the two appeared together. That might sound small, but in Hollywood PR, that's basically a declaration of war. So, while fans were still shipping Wemmas and making edits of their so-called sisterhood, behind the cameras Emma was already preparing her exit strategy. And trust me, the next stage of this fallout, it wasn't pretty. Because if this video is about Emma realizing she was stuck in Jenna's shadow, then this video, that's where the gloves come off and the receipts start dropping. If this video was the calm before the storm, then this video is the thunderclap that had Hollywood clutching its pearls. Because Emma didn't just quietly fade away from Jenna's orbit. No. She started making moves that screamed, "I'm done playing backup dancer to your solo act." The first big crack, a so-called innocent interview Emma did overseas. On the surface, it was all about promoting Wednesday, smiling at the cameras, being polite. But fans with eagle eyes caught it when the host asked her what it was like working with Jenna. Emma's smile dropped for just a second, and then she said, "Well, let's just say not everyone practices what they preach." Boom. Cue the social media detectives circling like sharks. What did she mean? Who was she shading? Spoiler alert, nobody thought she was talking about the catering crew, and then came the leaks. Anonymous sources started feeding fan pages with whispers Jenna was allegedly controlling on set, dictating how scenes should play out, even giving notes that weren't her job to give. One source went as far as to say Jenna treated Emma like her assistant, not her co-star. Now, did Emma personally leak this? We can't say for sure, but the timing was suspiciously perfect. It was like every time Jenna landed another magazine cover, a new anonymous story about her diva antics just happened to surface. Fans took sides faster than you can say cancel culture. On one corner, Team Jennistons defended her as a perfectionist and accused Emma of being jealous. On the other, Team Emma was cooking up TikToks with captions like, "When your bestie turns into Regina George," and splicing clips of Jenna rolling her eyes next to Emma. It wasn't just messy, it was digital warfare. The tension wasn't just online, either. At a fan convention, witnesses claimed Emma deliberately stood several feet away from Jenna during a photo op. People swore they saw Emma whisper something under her breath, and the smile Jenna forced afterward looked faker than a Kardashian apology video. And you know what the cherry on top was? A now viral clip where Emma was asked about future projects with Jenna. Her response, "I think we're on different paths now. That's Hollywood code for don't call me, don't text me, don't even think about me." The audience laughed nervously, but the message was crystal clear. The BFF era was over, and Emma wasn't about to keep pretending. But here's the kicker: every time Emma hinted at shade, Jenna clapped back in her own way. A carefully timed Instagram post, a cryptic caption like "fake friends show their colors when it's convenient." Oh yes, this wasn't just a fallout, it was a cold war fought through hashtags, interviews, and fan edits. And if you think this was just petty drama between the young actresses, oh baby, think again. Because this video, that's where things explode into full-blown consequences, career risks, studio panic, and the kind of Hollywood politics that can make or break a star. If this video was the Cold War, then this video is the nuclear fallout. Because let's be real, in Hollywood, no drama stays private for long. Studios start panicking, contracts get messy, and suddenly the actresses, who were once marketed as inseparable, are now liabilities to each other's brand. And Emma Myers versus Jenna Ortega? Oh, this was textbook damage control gone wrong. Word on the street is that Netflix execs were tearing their hair out. Wednesday wasn't just a show, it was a billion-dollar franchise machine. Merch, spin-offs, towards the whole thing depended on the illusion of harmony between Jenna and Emma. But when Emma started distancing herself, insiders say the PR team scrambled. Meetings were held at 2 a.m., strategists drafted fake bestie moments for the press, and contracts were allegedly rewritten to make sure neither actress could publicly drag the other. That's not just a friendship breakup, that's corporate warfare. Meanwhile, Emma wasn't playing ball anymore. She reportedly started shopping around for roles that specifically didn't involve Jenna, pushing her team to brand her as the independent star who doesn't need to ride anyone's coattails. And let me tell you, that narrative was working. Suddenly, magazines that once called her Jenna's sidekick were publishing covers with headlines like "Emma Myers, breaking free from the shadow." Subtle? No. Effective? Absolutely. But Jenna wasn't about to roll over either. Remember, this is the girl who built her brand on unapologetic confidence. So when the rumors started swirling that she was a control freak, she hit back with precision. Carefully timed interviews where she emphasized being a team player. Paparazzi shots where she was suddenly all smiles with co-stars just not Emma. Even a late-night talk show where she joked, "Some people just don't get my sense of humor." The audience laughed, but everyone knew exactly who she meant. And then came the fans. Oh, the fans. If you thought stins were chaotic before, this feud split the internet in half. Hashtags like #Justice for Emma and #Team Jenna trended daily. Fan edits turned casual eye rolls into conspiracy theories. TikTok body language experts analyzed every clip frame by frame like it was the Zapruder film. And through it all, the tension between Emma and Jenna only got worse. But here's the real danger. Hollywood doesn't forgive drama easily. Rumors spread that producers were hesitant to cast them together in future projects, fearing the on-set tension. PR teams whispered about toxicity and unreliability, and if that kind of narrative sticks, careers can crumble faster than an influencer's apology toward. So here we are. What started as a sweet on-screen friendship has spiraled into one of Hollywood's messiest public feuds, complete with leaks, shade, and a fan war of epic proportions. And while the studios are busy doing damage control, one thing's for sure, the days of Jenna and Emma playing nice for the cameras are over. But hey, this is Hollywood. Today's scandal is tomorrow's PR stunt. The only question is who's going to come out of this alive. And who's going to fade into the Hollywood graveyard of what could have been? And there you have it, the friendship fairy tale turned Hollywood horror story. Emma Myers finally peeling back the curtain on why she couldn't stand Jenna Ortega anymore. And honestly, the tea is hotter than a Starbucks cup with no sleeve. But here's the real kicker. Is this just the beginning? Because if Emma's bold enough to distance herself now, what else is sitting in her little black book of receipts? And if Jenna's already firing back with cryptic captions, how far is she willing to go to protect her empire? I need to know what you guys think. Was Emma justified in pulling away? Or is she just salty about living in Jenna's shadow? Drop your takes in the comments, because this is the kind of mess Hollywood PR teams can't clean up overnight. Smash that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered scandals, and stay tuned, this story isn't done yet.